morning. Right now, I just wanted to go live to discuss passive income. So I want to talk about the aspect of passive income that's not often discussed, actually rarely discussed if ever, which is the active income that is required to start your journey towards passive income. To put it simply, a lot of times, work is demonized whenever there's a discussion of passive income because the idea is, why would you trade your time for money? However, you're going to end up trading your time for something at some point, especially in the beginning. This passive income doesn't just automatically generate itself, at least not in the beginning, because of course it takes money to make money. So where is that money going to come from? Whatever it is that you do to get that money, unless it's gifted to you, you're going to have to work for it. You're going to have to do something to earn that initial startup money. And I just believe it's imperative that we remember that. A lot of us, there are people who are working hard with their side hustles, and there are other people sitting on the sidelines thinking that they can just quote unquote manifest a passive income without putting forth any effort. And I'm all about positive thinking. I love the idea of manifesting, but I also love the Drake quote where he says, I'm the type to pray and then go get what I just prayed for. So you got to go get what you prayed for. Faith without works is dead, as the Bible says. So I just believe that's vitally important for us to discuss. And also, I'll be going live just to generate content. I'm not so much worried about how many viewers I have. I'm actually, I have my phone on a mount. I have a light ring, so I'm not even so much worried about that right now. I'll just pull clips from this and post it, being able to repurpose content. But it's extremely important. It's extremely important to realize that work is necessary. Even if you want a passive income, you're going to have an income to fuel that. If you want to say that you want to have your money work for you, well, how are you going to get the money? How are you going to get it legally and ethically? How are you going to get the money? There's nothing wrong with working a 9-to-5 as a stepping stone. Even Abraham Lincoln has a quote where he talked about how initially, well, I'm paraphrasing, but he talked about how initially you work as an apprentice under someone, and then you work in the fields for a time, and then you build it up to where you can employ someone else to take those reins. So I believe that work was always intended to be a stepping stone. It's just that for a lot of us, we become comfortable and we end up working until we die, or working until retirement. And oftentimes retirement is so late in life that we can't even really enjoy it. So make sure that you're not buying into the job shaming culture. Ultimately, we don't want to trade time for money forever. But we're going to end up trading time for something in the beginning, whether that's trading time to invest in yourself. You may trade time to educate yourself on whatever endeavor you're looking to pursue besides a 9-to-5. If you want to be an artist, for example, you're going to trade time for creating music. If you're a content creator, you're going to trade time for learning about how to create content and then creating said content. If you're a business owner, you're going to trade time to invest in your materials or whatever it is that you need to accomplish as far as conducting market research. You're going to have to trade time for all of that. We all need to trade time for something because time is going to pass no matter what, so we need to utilize it. So therefore, I don't really buy into the idea of job shaming. I don't believe that's correct. Even though I'm all about passive income and I'm seeking it, I do not intend to work for my entire life. That much is true. I definitely do not intend to be an employee forever or anything like that. And even with that said, I understand that we do need to trade time for money initially, or we need to trade time for knowledge, or trade time for resources, trade time to invest in ourselves. It's necessary. And the passive income won't necessarily come right away. Barring some exceptional circumstances, it's not going to come right away. So I just really, really want us to realize that. That's why I'm out here doing Lyft before work. Prior to this, I remember I would consume a lot of content that would demonize what I'm doing right now. They'd say, oh, you're just trading, wasting your life, trading time for money. I need that initial startup money. And that's what I came to realize. These people, I would go to conferences and they would say, oh, you work for yourself. You just own your job. That's how they said it. Say, oh, you own your job. And they would look to get you to go into debt to chase a pie in the sky business idea. And there's nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. However, we still have to address our day-to-day. We still have to address our day-to-day, and the greatest challenge with developing a passive income is that we still need active income to pay our bills. We still need active income to address our expenses. That's the greatest challenge. That is the greatest challenge. So I just wanted to speak on that briefly, and I want everyone to have a wonderful day, night, evening, afternoon, wherever you may be in this beautiful world. You have a good one.
Talk and scroll. Talk and scroll. Talk and scroll. Talk and scroll.